Paper 28. Ministering Spirits of the Superuniverses. As the Supernaphim are the angelic hosts of the central universe and the Seraphim of the local universes, so are the Sekanophim the ministering spirits of the superuniverses. In degree of divinity and in potential of supremacy, however, these children of the reflective spirits are much more like the Supernaphim than Seraphim. They serve not alone in the supercreations, and both numerous and intriguing are the transactions sponsored by their unrevealed associates. As presented in these narratives, the ministering spirits of the superuniverses embrace the following three orders. 1. The Sekanophim. 2. The Tertiaphim. 3. The Omniaphim. Since the latter two orders are not so directly concerned with the ascendant scheme of mortal progression, they will be briefly discussed prior to the more extended consideration of Sekanophim. Technically, neither Tertiaphim nor Omniaphim are ministering spirits of the superuniverses, though both serve as spirit ministers in these domains. 1. The Tertiaphim. These high angels are of record on the superuniverse headquarters, and despite service in the local creations, technically they are residents of these superuniverse capitals, inasmuch as they are not native to the local universes. Tertiaphim are children of the infinite spirit and are personalized on Paradise in groups of 1,000. These supernal beings of divine originality and near supreme versatility are the gift of the infinite spirit to the creator sons of God. When a Michael son is detached from the parental regime of Paradise and is made ready to go forth on the universe adventure of space, the infinite spirit is delivered of a group of 1,000 of these companion spirits, and these majestic Tertiaphim accompany this creator son when he embarks upon the adventure of universe organization. Throughout the early times of universe building, these 1,000 Tertiaphim are the only personal staff of a creator son. They acquire a mighty experience as son assistants during these stirring ages of universe assembling and other astronomical manipulations. They serve by the side of the creator son until the day of the personalization of the bright and morning star, the firstborn of a local universe. Thereupon, the formal resignations of the Tertiaphim are tendered and accepted, and with the appearance of the initial orders of native angelic life, they retire from active service in the local universe and become the liaison ministers between the creator son of former attachment and the ancients of days of the superuniverse concerned. 2. The Omniaphim. Omniaphim are created by the infinite spirit in liaison with the 7 supreme executives, and they are the exclusive servants and messengers of these same supreme executives. Omniaphim are of grand universe assignment, and in Urantia their corps maintains headquarters in the northerly parts of Uversa, where they reside as a special courtesy colony. They are not of registry on Uversa, nor are they attached to our administration. Neither are they directly concerned with the ascendant scheme of mortal progression. The Omniaphim are wholly occupied with the oversight of the superuniverses in the interests of administrative coordination from the viewpoint of the 7 supreme executives. Our colony of Omniaphim on Uversa receives instructions from, and makes reports to, only the supreme executive of Urantia, situated on conjoint executive sphere number 7 in the outer ring of Paradise satellites. 3. The Sekanophim. The Sekiraphic hosts are produced by the 7 reflective spirits assigned to the headquarters of each superuniverse. There is a definite Paradise-responsive technique associated with the creation of these angels in groups of 7. In each 7, there are always 1 primary, 3 secondary, and 3 tertiary Sekanophim. They always personalize in this exact proportion. When 7 such Sekanophim are created, 1, the primary, becomes attached to the service of the Ancients of Days. The 3 secondary angels are associated with 3 groups of Paradise origin administrators in the supergovernments, the Divine Counselors, the perfecters of wisdom, and the universal censors. The 3 tertiary angels are attached to the ascendant trinitized associates of the super-universe rulers, the mighty messengers, those high in authority, and those without name and number. These Sekanophim of the super-universes are the offspring of the reflective spirits, and therefore reflectivity is inherent in their nature. They are reflectively responsive to all of each phase of every creature of origin in the third source and center and the Paradise Creator Sons, but they are not directly reflective of the beings and entities, personal or otherwise, of soul origin in the first source and center. We possess many evidences of the actuality of the universal intelligence circuits of the Infinite Spirit, but even if we had no other proof, the reflective performances of the Sekanophim would be quite sufficient to demonstrate the reality of the universal presence of the infinite mind of the conjoint actor. 4. The primary Sekanophim. The primary Sekanophim, of assignment to the Ancients of Days, are living mirrors in the service of these triune rulers. Think what it means in the economy of a super-universe to be able to turn, as it were, to a living mirror, and therein to see and therewith to hear the certain responses of another being 1,000 or 100,000 light-years distant, and to do all this instantly and unerringly. Records are essential to the conduct of the universes, broadcasts are serviceable, the work of the solitary and other messengers is very helpful, but the Ancients of Days, from their position midway between the inhabited worlds and paradise, between man and God, can instantly look both ways, hear both ways, and know both ways. This ability, to hear and see, as it were, all things, can be perfectly realized in the super-universes only by the Ancients of Days, and only on their respective headquarters worlds. Even there limits are encountered. From Uversa, such communication is limited to the worlds and universes of Orvanton, and while inoperative between the super-universes, this same reflective technique keeps each one of them in close touch with the central universe and with Paradise. The 7 super-governments, though individually segregated, are thus perfectly reflective of the authority above, and are wholly sympathetic, as well as perfectly conversant with the needs below. The primary Sekanophim are found to incline by inherent nature towards 7 types of service, and it is befitting that the first serials of this order should be so endowed as inherently to interpret the mind of the Spirit to the Ancients of Days. 1. The voice of the conjoint actor. In each super-universe, the first primary Sekanophim and every 7th one of that order subsequently created exhibit a high order of adaptability for understanding and interpreting the mind of the Infinite Spirit to the Ancients of Days and their associates in the super-governments. This is of great value on the headquarters of the super-universes, for unlike the local creations with their divine ministers, the seat of a super-government does not have a specialized personalization of the Infinite Spirit. Hence, these Sekaraphic voices come the nearest to being the personal representatives of the third source and center on such a capital sphere. True, the 7 reflective spirits are there, but these mothers of the Sekaraphic hosts are less truly and automatically reflective of the conjoint actor than of the 7 master spirits. 2. The voice of the 7 master spirits. The second primary Sekanophim, and every 7th one thereafter created, incline towards portraying the collective natures and reactions of the 7 master spirits. Though each master spirit is already represented on a super-universe capital by some one of the 7 reflective spirits of assignment, such representation is individual, not collective. Collectively, they are only reflectively present. Therefore do the master spirits welcome the services of these highly personal angels, the second serials of the primary Sekanophim, who are so competent to represent them before the Ancients of Days. 3. The voice of the Creator Sons. The Infinite Spirit must have had something to do with the creation or training of